¿Cómo están todos los chitos? Les traigo lo que es impresiones, trailers y los juegos más esperados del E3 2017. Así que se los dejo acá en el canal para que los vean, los disfruten y aprovechen de lo que se viene. Chau, chau.
People see me and think they're safer. But it's not really me they're seeing. Probably for the best. Knowing everything hinges on a guy from Queens sounds as scary as it feels. No pressure, right?
We are the first. The first to see the gods. The first to tame their beasts. The first to guard the soul from evil. We conquered this land and built an empire. But there are whispers on the wind. A brotherhood born in the shadows. They are the first to call themselves the Assassins.
Gregera, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. We intercept, then grab the cargo.
It'll be part of a convoy.
What are you thinking?
Quick hit and run. Get me close to the truck and I'll take care of the rest. Get me close to that truck before it hits the tunnel. The house won't let us anywhere near the truck. We gotta take out those cars. Get rid of these guys.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get that truck.
Look out! Shit! Damn it!
What the hell?
This guy's out of his mind.
There's something much bigger going on here.
What's the play?
Forget the tunnel. We get him before he reaches the city.
Guys, more house cars headed your way. they are?
They're going down either way.
Take him out, Ty.
Guys, Cine's coming up fast. Jess, I've got a really bad idea.
Mac?
Ladder on the side. You can get up on his right.
It's now or never, Jess.
Do it! Keep it steady!
Jump!
Jess, you got this?
Jess!
I got this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good job, team. Let's take this baby home.
Let's see what she can do. Okay, boys. Let's even the odds.
Sector is clear. Not clear! Not clear! Assignments. They are unusual.
Grab onto something!
I'm trying!
What are you doing, kiddo? You really gonna go through with this?
So PlayStation surprised us by showing a short teaser trailer at last year's PlayStation Experience, and it didn't really tell us much, but we know that Ellie's back, we presume that Joel is back, and we have kind of a rough idea that this is probably a few years later. We know Ellie has a cool tattoo, but we don't know much else. I think The Last of Us Part 2 will almost definitely be at E3. I think this is kind of the crown jewel in Sony's lineup of exclusives, and this game may be far away, we don't know how far along it is, but I do think that we'll see at least another teaser just to kind of keep that hype train going. The original Last of Us is one of the best games of last generation, and honestly one of the best storytelling experiences in games in general. I think Naughty Dog has proven that they are just one of the best developers around, and they really know how to tell a story, and I think we became so attached to those characters in the first game that seeing them return, those performances from Ashley Johnson, Troy Baker again, plus having the original writing team back, Neil Druckmann's back, but now he partnered with Haley Gross, who's a writer on Westworld from HBO. I just think all the pieces are in place for something really, really special. I think Last of Us would be a great candidate to open the show. I think we'll probably see some footage, but my guess is that we're still a few years out for The Last of Us Part 2. I think this is probably a 2018 game. I think Naughty Dog has shown that they can be really fast, but my guess is that real work began on this after Uncharted 4 was completed. I think we're more likely to maybe meet a new character or see sort of an intro cutscene to something that sort of establishes what's going on since the events of Last of Us Part 1. I don't think they would show gameplay quite yet, They could even take a page out of EA's book and show the fact that it's in production, show some mocap, show some wireframe stuff, but my guess is that this is still a little too early to do any kind of like extended gameplay demo or anything like that. I think there was so much ambiguity at the end of the first game that there's just room to fill in. Like, I think there are a lot of games where you get an ending and you're like, you know what, I'm satisfied. Whereas The Last of Us really did leave us with so many questions that I think there's room to see what else happens to these characters. Ellie is very important to kind of the bigger picture lore of what's going on in the world, and I think there's more of her story to tell, and to make it more about her. I think the first game was sort of certainly about her relationship with Joel, but it sort of felt like more his story, and it began on what happened in his life. This is kind of a chance for us to really fully focus on Ellie, and I think that's exciting. I think Naughty Dog understands characters almost better than anyone, and I think, of course, people talk about the gameplay and about the shooting mechanics and all the things, the game that you play, but I think the thing that everyone remembers and that makes Naughty Dog's games special is caring about the characters, and that's why it's exciting that this isn't a new group or a focus on a new set of characters. It is Joel and Ellie, and it will continue that story. It'll fill in kind of the gaps from that ambiguous ending in the first game, and I think Naughty Dog is kind of ready to embrace that and to show us what's happening in these characters' journey.
I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
So the last and only time we've seen God of War was at E3 2016. It was this big sort of CGI trailer announcement reveal on Sony's stage, caught everyone by surprise, and that was followed by some hands-off behind closed doors demos. But what we really got to see was a reimagining of Sony's classic franchise in a whole new way. So we're really excited for God of War at E3 2017 for a number of reasons. First, there are so many questions this time around, right? Kratos is a father now, like what happened there? Where's the mother? It's in this whole new world based around Norse mythology and left sort of the Greek mythology behind. So that's really interesting. We saw a bunch of cool little secrets in that last trailer. There's so much to go through, the new combat style, the new camera that's over the shoulder. It's a really exciting time, and it's one of the most beloved franchises, I think, in Sony's stable. It's really cool to see it come back in a new way. So one of the reasons we're really excited to see God of War at E3 2017 is because the reinvention of it looks like it's really taking cues from those high-profile action games of the current gen. You know, Last of Us, Tomb Raider, these really big budget, super polished action games that can really make the most of the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. So will God of War be at E3 2017? I would be super surprised if it didn't at least make an appearance, but part of me feels like it's going to be one of those big titles again for the Sony conference. We're going to get a big CG trailer, or we're going to get a big deep dive into the gameplay. You know, it's been a year, it's one of Sony's most hotly anticipated games, and we haven't heard anything. Sony's been super tight-lipped about it. It would be shocking to me if God of War didn't have some kind of huge presence at both the Sony conference and E3 in general. In a year where we've already got these amazingly polished, awesome titles exclusive to PlayStation in Horizon and Persona, it'd be really awesome to cap the year off with another classic franchise in God of War.